Hello and welcome, David Baker. Welcome to the Wisdom for Life podcast. We're glad that you're here. We want to give you wisdom. Wisdom is knowing what to do and having the power to do it. In every situation, how would you like to know what to do? Talked about how to get wisdom and what wisdom is and how to apply that wisdom to different areas of our life. Last couple of weeks, we've been talking about our children, wisdom for our family, and do you have their heart? Do you have their heart? Really important. Honestly, I don't think for kids there is anything bigger. In my child rearing program, I start off with that, having to get their heart. The Bible says to keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. To keep thine heart, watch out. If someone gets your heart, you're gone. You're messed up. So we talked about as parents to be able to help your children. We talked about a JBAM letter. If you missed that, that was the week one of Do You Have Their Heart? And knowing that, putting that together, really helpful, really powerful. Then last week we talked about asking them for their heart. My son, give me thine heart, where they would trust you with their heart, where you're going to protect it, take care of it. And we talked about not hurting their heart, and if we have, how to apologize and fix it and make it right. Many times kids have been so hurt by their parents, they don't have their heart. They have the actual opposite of that. Kids are upset, walls are up, and you want to break those down. So one thing, to ask for their heart, to have that. And when we have messed up, to be willing to humble yourself. And the 3 steps of an apology is, I am sorry. Would you please forgive me? And what can I do to make it right? So to be able to do that, make sure. Talk to your kids often. Make sure there's no walls up. It's amazing how people can be hurt and can be offended. A brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city. If your child gets hurt, gets offended, a wall goes up, boy, you're going to mess up and destroy that. We may talk more about that at a different time. It really is a big deal. I wanted to end this little part series on the heart with this: when something else gets their heart. When something else, to watch out, to guard them for something else not to get their heart. Now, this starts when they're little, all right? When they're little, they said, boy, they love mommy, they love daddy. I mean, that's special for them. But helping them to understand love and their heart. And this is a very small, minute thing, but I want to give it to you before I give you the main part of it, because I want you to understand the philosophy. Love. We throw around love like, oh, I love pizza. Oh, I love Milky Way candy bars. I love ice cream. And I love this person and love that. Love should be a bigger deal and a more sacred thing than that. So when our kids are little and they say, oh, I love ice cream. No. You like ice cream, but we don't love ice cream. We save love for God, love for our family, and love for people, and love for our future spouse. We don't throw the word love around like that. You can like pizza. You can like Papa John's. You can like Papa John's pizza a lot. But we don't love pizza. We don't love things. We don't do that. It really is a big deal. That heart, that emotion. I read recently a scientific study where they had talked about the heart has also memory cells in the heart also. So many times when the Bible talks about the heart, oh no, that's just an organ that pumps blood. No, it's got more than that, of feelings and emotion. It's not just an organ that pumps blood. It's got a memory and feels things, and it does. Our heart does. And so that's why we keep it with all diligence. Keep your heart. To teach your children from the time they're young not to give their heart to someone else. Not to give their heart to someone else. Your heart needs to be with God. Your heart needs to be with mommy and daddy. From the time they're little. We don't love pizza. We don't love ice cream. You can like it, but you don't love it. You're understanding. It's amazing. Kids today, literally, they met somebody and one day, the next day, I love you. I love you too. I love you so much. Really? You think that's healthy? Absolutely not. You're crushing. You're going to break their heart. When our kids have started dating people, we say, hey, don't give your heart away yet. Check this out. Watch out for this. Look for this. See this. Ask for this. Don't give your heart, because once you give your heart, you're going to get hurt. Okay? You're going to get hurt. Really is a big deal to be able to do that. So in this, I wanted to talk quickly about one of the biggest things that messes up kids away from mom and dad is letting them get their heart attached to that person of the opposite sex. Okay, I got a girlfriend. I got a boyfriend. They're 13. They're 12. They're 15. They're 16. Even all that, so you need to wait. We taught our kids that dating is preparation for marriage. Are you ready to get married yet? No, Okay, no need to start dating yet. Okay. If they don't know all the world does and says by that, they're fine with that. The relationship of the opposite sex, ooh, that's scary. That's interesting anyway. And so to have their heart with God and to not let them lose their heart to that person. That was one of the big things with me and my dad and our heart relationship is that heart. Boy, when that girl got my heart, Dad sure didn't have it. Boy, she was it. Boy, you do anything for them. How come? Because they have your heart. What does anybody else matter? They don't, because they have my heart. And it's horrible. You're going to get it hurt and crushed and wounded and bruised and all those type of things. So to help your children from the time they're little, we like things, we don't love things. We love God, we love the right people. We don't give our heart to anyone until we know it's time to do that. When I started dating my wife, I literally had a checklist of things I was looking for. Character, heart, passion, sincerity, realness, a whole bunch of things on there. And after I'd prepared my list a week or two later in chapel, the preacher said, "You guys that have lists for your girl you're looking for, throw it away. You're never going to find her." Sorry, I got a list already. So it did things like piano player, being able to sing. I loved music and wanted to be able to have that and to be able to do music together and a lot of specific things. Well, I met my wife and literally it was everything. Check, 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 everything. And but there were some things on the list I could only find out by spending time with her, by watching. On that list was to make sure she had a heart for God, make sure she had a heart for people, make sure she loved and cared about people and wanted to reach them and help them for God. If it's just a pretty face who knows how to do hair and makeup, how good is that going to be when we're married and we're in ministry and we're helping people, we're working together to make a difference in their lives? How big is that? So check, check, check. Everything on the list was good, but I would not give her my heart until I saw that. So she taught Sunday school for fifth grade girls, and that came in on a bus route from Chicago. And I said, "Hey, can I walk you to your Sunday school class?" She said, "Oh, sure." So I walked her to Sunday school class, and she didn't know why, but I wanted to wait until all the girls got there to see. Was she just Miss Prim and Proper, sit down, I'm going to teach you, and she's done? Or did she give her heart to those girls? Did she love and care about them? Did they love and care about her? Boy, when they walked in, Miss Laura, how are you doing? Hugs. And they couldn't wait to tell her everything about their life. Guess what? She gave herself to them. They gave themselves to her. She cared about other people. It wasn't just a pretty face who knew how to do hair and makeup. This girl loves people. Then we got into the same ministry together and worked with teenagers in Bible club. And she had the girls and I had the guys, and we led and helped them. It was incredible working together. I would not give her my heart until I saw that. How come? Because you're going to get hurt. Oh, she's pretty. I enjoy her. We have a great time. We have fun. I love her. And then you find out later, oh, well, that doesn't matter. We're in love. No. You don't give your heart until afterwards. You check, make sure and watch those things. So when your kids are little, start to teach them to be careful of the word love. There's things we like, but we save love for God, for family, for people that are really important, and that future wife, that future husband. We've taught our kids, you want to be able to only say I love you to one person that you date. So you don't give that away. And my son David's married to Victoria, and he's told one girl that he loved her, and that's his wife of now 10 years. Sarah, she's told one guy that she loves him. That's Tim, her husband of now 7 years. The same thing for Jonathan with Kalia, and Mark with Lauren, and now Alyssa with Cody. They've told one person that they loved him. Many of them, some of them dated other people, but you save that love to wait to make sure this was the one that God wanted. And it really is a big deal. The heart, boy, you can hurt it, bruise it, wound it. Oh, so many things can happen to the heart. Protect it. Guard it, because if your child, if they give their heart to somebody, they're going to get hurt. It's just life. It's going to happen. They're going to get hurt. And you wanted to be able to say, I cared about them. I liked them, but I didn't give them my heart. It didn't hurt the same way. How many young people have literally taken their life because of a breakup? I did. My girlfriend wasn't where she was supposed to be, and I went to where I was concerned, her old boyfriend's house, and I saw her walking out of the house with her old boyfriend arm in arm. I was distraught. It was down an alley, and I put the vehicle in reverse and spun the tires all the way back. She saw me, ran toward me, and I went from reverse to neutral to drive and almost floored it. Boy, where would my life have been? How messed up would my life be? Why? Because I got too close. Gave someone my heart that I shouldn't have. Pulled my heart away from my father that should have still had my heart. It's not a good thing. Not a good thing to let our heart and to let our kids' heart be wrapped up in other things, okay? By the way, same thing. Oh, I love football. No, you like football. Oh, I love wrestling. You like wrestling. Oh, I love this sport. I love this thing. Be careful. Help them to see the only things you're supposed to love are the things God said. Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, soul, mind, and strength. To love your mother, love your father, love your brothers, love your sisters, love lost souls, love the Word of God, love those things. That's good. Those will be okay for your heart. But boy, when you start letting your heart love things, what happened? Now football's all that matters. Boxing's all that matters, not God. Now the only thing that matters is myself and doing the things that I love to do. No, son, let's like these, but not love them. Let's reserve that love for those really important things, okay? All right. Hey, you got it for today. We'll have another lesson next week and talk about different things with your children. If you haven't taken the Good Kid Quiz yet, go ahead and do that, thegoodkidquiz.com. See where your kid's at and how we can help. God bless you, and we'll talk to you next time.